Hey guys, welcome to my YouTube channel. My name is Ben and I'm your Caribbean lingerie vlogger. So I got the idea of this video after coming across a few comments on my Instagram and on my blog. Um, basically, people are criticizing or complaining about the price of the lingerie I feature. And I'm not gonna lie, over the years, it's true that I feature more and more luxury brands. Well, it's not the fact that I love luxury per se, but mostly the brands I feature are also ethical, I believe. And I just try my best for my blog to be, to have as many information as possible on ethical fashion and ethical lingerie. And, you know, it's something. Well, I understand where you guys are coming from when you make these kind of comments, but I feel that there is a lack of knowledge on fashion and the way the industry work and why those things cost the price they cost. So yeah, and there is also this discussion within the lingerie industry, or at least within my friends and I, about the fact that. People would gladly pay $70, sometimes $200 for a makeup palette. But when they see a $60 bra, a $150 bra, they will feel like it's insanely overpriced. So yeah, I just wanted to give you my 2 cents today about this thing. I will divide my video into parts. So basically perceptions and facts about the lingerie and makeup industry, so that you maybe understand better why my bras don't cost $30 basically, or $10 or whatever the lowest price could be for a bra. So first, perception. I noted a few points, things that come back regularly when I talk to people about lingerie or about makeup. And one of the first thing I hear when people talk to me about lingerie is that, first of all, it's small. It's the smallest thing we have, like we wear, and therefore it should not cost more than regular clothes. You can definitely imagine that it's not what I think, but I get where you're coming from when you say this, because of course it looks logical when you don't know, basically. Another thing that I hear a lot is that lingerie is, well, okay, first of all, a lot of people separate underwear and lingerie, as if lingerie is a fancy, sensual version of our regular underwear, and underwear is a practical garment, something you just put on before putting other things. Well, I highly disagree. I disagree, because for me, lingerie includes everything we put under our clothes. So that's not what I think about it, but a lot of people think this. And actually, related to this point, a lot of people think also that lingerie is meant for men pleasure and men seduction, or partner seduction, depending. But well, I'm a lingerie blogger. I am not writing for men. Most of my readers and my followers are women, and I don't give seduction advices. My lingerie is not really involved in my intimate life in this, per se. I wear whatever I want. If he likes it, perfect. If it doesn't, I don't really care. I don't really feel like men enjoy the lingerie we wear as much as we do. So for me, this is not even an argument. But I also get where you're coming from when you say those things. Oh, another thing is fast fashion. So nowadays it's really easy to find like for $30 or $25 little packs of panties. So you get like 5 to 10 panties for a very cheap price, like $30 for 8 panties or so. And because of that, then it's really weird for people. It doesn't feel justified to pay the same amount for just one product. But then again, this is a subject I could talk about for like hours. But for me, there is no benefits to fast fashion. We might think that it's beneficial because it gives more people access to more things, but in reality, I didn't grow up with a lot of money. I wasn't a spoiled kid, and I have worn a lot of cheap, very cheap clothes for a long time. And actually, I was kind of a middle class kid, but my family doesn't come from a rich background. So, you know, like for me, not having a lot of money didn't prevent me from looking good. And I just took care of my clothes and they lasted very, very long. So for me, fast fashion, kind of, how can you say this? It's like people don't feel the responsibility to keep their clothes in good shape for a long time because they can buy new clothes very fast for a very cheap price. So yeah, I don't see any benefits to fast fashion. I think yeah, it's killing the planet, it's killing us, it's killing the value of everything. So yeah, there's that. I was not looking like a poor kid. I was not poor, I'm like, I will not say that. I was kind of a middle class kid, but my family doesn't come from a rich background. So, you know, like for me, not having a lot of money didn't prevent me from looking good. And I just took care of my clothes and they lasted very, very long. So for me, fast fashion, kind of, how can you say this? It's like people don't feel the responsibility to keep their clothes in good shape for a long time because they can buy new clothes very fast for a very cheap price. So yeah, I don't see any benefits to fast fashion. I think yeah, it's killing the planet, it's killing us, it's killing the value of everything. So yeah, there's that. So yeah, I think the perception of makeup is highly related to one, the process of making it, and two, the people featuring it. Basically, brands will pay insane amount of money, like billions of dollars every year, to get celebrities to endorse their product. Um, so obviously, everybody want to look like Eva Longoria. Everybody want to look like, you know, um, any any very beautiful, famous person. So it's kind of for me. The thing is, um, a celebrity can definitely wear cheap makeup or high-end makeup, and we still look so amazing. So basically, you don't even know if they really used the product that they're selling. You know, it's just always, it doesn't really matter because you featured it and people will buy it, okay? But the lingerie industry um, doesn't do that. So since they don't get featured by uh, as many celebrities, by as many media, then it feels like psychologically it's harder for people understand why they would buy this product, because they don't see all the people wearing it, because it's private, right? Lingerie is very intimate, so you rarely see just older women in the streets showing off their bras. Now it's getting a bit more fashion, but let's just say the truth, like we don't know what older people are wearing. We don't get jealous about bras the same way we could get jealous about a dress that we've seen on another woman. So yeah, all those things. And the question of the process of making makeup compared to the process of making lingerie, for me, it's very funny because, well, I'm a scientist. I know that people see science as something like so incredible and like so mysterious. And I'm not gonna say it's not, it's incredible and sometimes it's mysterious, but a lot of things are more simple than we think. And creating makeup doesn't require you to be a genius. I'm not criticizing people making makeup. I'm not saying it's easy to have your own makeup brand or whatever, but for me it's more of a business problem rather than a science problem or research and development problem. And people will value more something that they don't understand, I feel. But when they see lingerie, they think it just requires a seamstress. And they don't even think about the skills involved and the fact that this seamstress would be very specialized, that she would need a very good pattern because lingerie is a very specific garment. So yeah, all these things I feel are making us less respectful of the lingerie industry in comparison to the makeup industry, and not even just respectful, but just less interested. So we're just really just less interested in lingerie, basically. I know whenever I say to people like I'm a lingerie blogger, it's always so funny, like because they're like, what is it to say, you know? And I have so much to say. I'm a very talkative person, so they basically get it after 10 minutes. But so yeah, those perceptions, I think a lot of times are very far away from the reality, and that's what brings me to the second part of my video, facts.